Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about Consecration. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. Ugh. Oof. Hmm. Well, I can think of one thing is that when it comes to direct competition, there really isn't anything right now. I mean, Infinity Pool is dead. Mithrigan's been out for over a month, so that's pretty much dead too. Um, I know Knock at the Cabin is more of a thriller, so that doesn't count here. Um, but yeah, there's really nothing when it comes to direct competition. Believe the next horror movie is going to be Scream 6, but that's not till March, so there's really nothing. So that's a pro, I guess. I guess another thing I can think of is that this movie's about nuns. If you couldn't tell by the you know poster, um, and nuns, I believe. Let me look it up. I know nuns are pretty common, like in the world of horror. I mean, hell, like you have the nun here, which is a part of the Conjuring movies. It was basically this like very small side character, and I believe Conjuring 2. Then they decided to make a whole movie about the nun, and despite the movie being trash, it somehow made more money than all the other Conjuring movies. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So I guess nuns and horror mix well. I guess I don't know. You can obviously tell I am grasping at straws. I really am. I'm not even trying to hide it. And oh yeah, the Nun's getting a sequel this year, which is just dandy, just wonderful. Can't wait to not watch it. Um, but yeah, I guess the subject matter. Well, I can't even call it a pro. It's more middle ground. Like sometimes it interests people, sometimes it doesn't. You really have to roll the dice when it comes to that. But that's more of a middle ground thing. It's not even a pro. That's just a middle ground. Okay, cons. This is gonna be much easier. So reviews are not great. I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not anything I would brag about or anything like that. It's at 42% critic score from what I'm seeing on Rotten Tomatoes off screen. Its audience score, it doesn't show it. I can't imagine it's very good. So, um, yeah, reviews and word of mouth, I imagine, are just not going to be in this movie's favor. So that's an automatic con right there. Another con is that I've seen no advertising, no nothing from this movie. I haven't seen a single ad for it. Just I've seen more ads for Cocaine Bear, which comes out in 2 weeks, than this. Okay, that should really tell you something. So yeah, uh, yeah, lack of real marketing. That's a con. Um, what else? I guess like this weekend, like this is clearly the odd movie out. More people are going to see Magic Mike 3 and Titanic re-release than this because obviously they have a bit more weight behind them, a bit more. Obviously, they have bigger studios, but and also both have kind of brand recognition on their side. This doesn't. So yeah, competition this weekend. Not to mention next weekend is Ant-Man 3, and that will no doubt like this movie's gonna get snuffed out because of that. So yeah, competition this weekend and next weekend. Con. Um, any other cons I can think of? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, this is from IFC Films. They don't exactly have a big catalog, or at least they have some stuff, but most of their stuff is very small scale. Like probably their most famous works are there's My Big Fat Greek Wedding, which was a massive hit, made like 241 million domestic, which is some insanity. And Boyhood, which was like, the experimental movie where, yeah, but the same actors. I believe it's, I don't know how many years. Let me look it up. 12 years. Okay. 12 years with the same cast. It was very experimental. And it got a lot of attention, a lot of awards attention, and stuff like that. But yeah, that's really it when it comes to IFC films. They don't have much besides that. And I know I'm probably pissing off someone by saying that, but I'm just looking at the numbers. And from what I've seen, the only two movies that people actually gave a damn about were My Big Fat Greek Wedding and Boyhood. Okay? So, yeah, they don't exactly have a lot of weight behind them. So, that's a con, too. Um, Anything else I can say about this? Oh, well, yeah, Super Bowl. This is Super Bowl weekend, which is never good for movies because what happens is that people go to the theater Friday, Saturday, and then they stay home Sunday. They don't go nowhere. Their eyes are glued to the big game and nothing else. So, yeah, that's a problem. So basically, it's going to be a 2-day weekend, which obviously is not good. So yeah, that's a big con, not just for this movie, but for every movie out there. No movie is safe from the wrath of the Super Bowl. So yeah, that's a con. And I think that's it. I literally have nothing else to say. So opening weekend, I'd be amazed if this made $1 million. I think its theater count's like 762 theaters, which barely qualifies as wide, which is why I'm making this video. So I'm just gonna say 500,000 to 1 million. I know I say that a lot, but I think that's a good range for like a very very small movie like this. I kind of hate these small movies in a way. They make my job a lot harder than it needs to be. So I'm just gonna say 500,000 to 1 million, and it's total like 1 million to two. I guess I don't know. I'm throwing out numbers because I don't really care. And that's it for Consecration. Now, for the two movies people are actually going to see this weekend, we got Magic Mike's Last Dance and Titanic, the 25th anniversary re release. We're going to be talking about those very soon, so stay tuned for those two movies. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? I got playlists on the homepage, all previous prediction videos I made this year. Still not a whole lot, but that's changing. It'll probably be, pretty full by the time we get to March. But if you want to watch any of those videos or any of the past prediction videos I made over the years, you can go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I've never covered this when it comes to canceled, so yeah. But I've made, I believe, 175 episodes now. 175. Is that the number? I'm hoping I'm right. Yes, yes, yes. 175 episodes. So if you want to watch any of those past episodes, go right ahead. Binge them all from beginning to now. I highly encouraged it, so go do it. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results, you know, for movies. Um, I meant for the January recap video to come out this week, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately. It should definitely come out next week. All right. It will come out next week. I know it's bad to make a promise like that, but I'm gonna make that promise. It will come out next week. I'll promise you that. All right. So just stay tuned. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.